Chesapeake Energy Arena, home of the Thunder. An important game between these two. As Kyle Anderson continues to start for Kawhi Leonard, DeJounte Murray now the starting point guard for Corey Brewer. Recently signed. It's only his 4th game with OKC, but he is in the starting lineup along with the other strong 4 for Billy Function on your remote control. So the Spurs sans Kawhi Leonard home. Both these teams under 500 on the road. Steven Adams finds room inside.
Boston Celtic rookie front line.
Corey Brewer off the dribble, gets inside. And Corey Brewer playing in the front court. Murray to Anderson, up top, Pau Gasol. He's been a good 3-point shooter last couple of years, and he gets the Spurs their first point. And as Jeff mentioned, Spurs still one of the best defensive teams in the league. Corey Brewer for 3. Chip in the Final Four, hit so many big shots, made so many big plays. As Patty Mills launches and hits the 3. Westbrook kicks it out to George. George connects on a 3. He's shooting a career since the All-Star break, but knocks down that attempt, and the Thunder back up 4.
I just thought about it. You're right. He looks the same as the guy who used to cook when you guys were.
If we played St. John's with Mark Jackson, that was the only sure thing.
Shots fired early. As Steven Adams, that's the shot he's been
big, shooting that type of shot.
And he was an undersized guy who almost needed to do it quickly like that. As Murray drives, floats it up, and that's good. Adams. Patty Mills back up. Rudy Gay, who just checked in. Gay's first jumper rattles home.
I like that move, right?
And in their case, by far, is out with no return date for sure.
I think the 2 guys that can carry them offensively on a given night. Karl Anthony Towns and Andrew Wiggins. When you look at the Spurs, there's a Marcus Aldridge pretty much.
Parker's actually had better numbers off the bench than he did as a starter in less minutes. His jump shot is good.
We're playing against back
that much. Are you thinking of putting up billboards for something? Patrick Patterson misses. Patterson out of 5. Danny Green, inside. Paul George lays it up and in, and the Thunder probably lost it. Corey Brewer goes right at Day. Jeremy Grant, good hustle on the follow. Listen to the knee injury, and they have not been the same defensively since. Gasol's jump shot is good. 5 to shoot. George finds room, kicks it out, deflected by Gay. Right back to George. Raymond Felton, the steal, puts it up at the buzzer. Oh, nearly put. Yeah. Considerably. Danny Green off the dribble. And Green knocks the lower scoring benches in the NBA. Patterson drills the 3-pointer. Patterson off the bench with 5.
Gives him a pick and roll game with the second unit.
Pau Gasol knocks down another 3-pointer, his 2nd of the game. First quarter saw a combined 13 turnovers as Raymond Felton able to connect. Gay the drive and Gay the finish, backs it home.
You know what rule I think?
I get a second shot opportunity and I can run the clock out and win it. I've earned that right.
Abrinas from downtown.
Okay, so let's.
Mike, I tell you what, I'm so glad I didn't grow up with this guy, man. Seriously, I met you at the perfect time in life.
Rudy Gay up and under. What makes you think top Felton? Eustace tries the corner 3. Grant, the offensive rebound, goes back up, count it, and a foul. Green and Gasol. Berton's one of the young players who's done some nice things this year. Beautiful look from Gasol, and Anderson finishes.
That's what Mark did. I mean, like, the great passers know a guy's coming open before he's even open.
Abrinas done.
I'd love to see my Hall of Fame players out there more.
Exactly.
Why do you have to spoil a nice sentimental story? That's not an answer.
Yeah, it is.
Abrinas on his shot is good up, and Abrinas off the bench.
You can put. I love the commissioner. I've always been tight with every commissioner in this league.
By the way, he hasn't said he's in favor of that. He said he'd look at it as Aldridge.
No, I mean.
Eustace tries again and hits again. That's Eustace, no. Good transition defense, though, by the Spurs. Off 1 foot is good.
let me put a bow on this. You know, and some teams play certain teams 3 times, but I don't hear you saying that's not fair.
No, nothing's fair. We already stated that.
No, Mike.
Most of the year. Aldridge, double team, back out. Patty Mills connects on a 3.
That's a mistake by
for 8. Beautiful pass from Anthony to Corey Brewer. Westbrook has just 4 points. He's 1 of 5. Yet his team's up 11. Bertans doing what he does best. Young man from. Here comes Parker. Parker goes at Carmelo Anthony. Back out. Bertans way outside. No hesitation.
Westbrook's free throw shooting continues to plague him.
Brewer hits a 3. As the first half comes to an end, the Thunder with a 9 for 22.5 per game. Adams gets it inside and flushes on the pass from George. Aldridge guarded by Brewer. Spins, turns, and hits. Just his second field. Westbrook comes the other way.
Aldridge felt like there was contact.
Westbrook throws it down. Saw the opening.
That a motor on the defensive end, but the guy has a passion for the game of basketball.
DeJounte Murray.
And the finish.
Westbrook drives and finishes. All right, here's a question for you. Who's in the league?
Well, if I needed to stop, and you're asking me out of the great scorers, it'd be LeBron James. And then
no, I'm saying from these players today.
No, today's players.
Okay.
Right.
I mean, you have Jordan from the old days. Team Elijah.
Right. We're talking about right now.
For Pau Gasol to go along with 8 points. Patty Mills back to Gasol. They throw it in an Aldridge double, triple team. That might have been the.
I wonder how many halves Anthony has played, Mike, that he's not scored in.
It's back to 6.
I'm sure we can get that answer.
Alley-oop, and there's his first bucket on a nice pass. Anderson coasts down the lane, casually drives, scores so effortlessly, and always the leading scorer on his team before he came here. Aldridge ducks under. That's a good aggressive move from Aldridge.
I'm going to be working in Houston, Mike, on Monday. This guy's going on a world tour somewhere.
Patterson, good point attempt of the game. He didn't take any the other night. Parker drives, stops, banks it home.
That's great balance by
George falling away. Air ball. Patterson back to George for the lay-in. Westbrook drives and finishes, and the foul soaring through the air. His dribble alive. Danny Green leans in, can't get it, tips it in. Excellent play there from Danny. Green guarding George, inside for Grant. Grant layup, banks it home. Small line. Parker goes right at Patterson. Finds Ginobili. Ginobili to Rudy Gay for the finish. Parker drives inside to Gay, gathers and finishes. Good patience. Ginobili the rebound, throws it ahead. Bertans layup, quickly throws it up and puts it home.
I like the end.
Hits a pair. He's in double figures with 10. Green does not get it off in time. And that will end the third quarter. 77.
Realistic. You probably think you can give some minutes.
Patrick Patterson lines it up and hits again. Patterson now with
against Phoenix.
That was Thursday night. Rudy Gay, pull-up jumper is good. And Gay with 12 points. Other than that, has not been to the postseason in his time. As Collison gets it inside, banks it home, and you hear the roar. He doesn't play for 3 weeks. He'll be ready to play when called upon.
But until he got older, Mike, when he was here, I mean, he was a good player.
Collison fakes, gets inside, off the dribble. Westbrook inside, Collison left hand, banks it home. With Steven Adams back in the locker room. Joffrey Laverne has come out for San Antonio.
That they couldn't win a series, even against the best.
Absolutely.
If everything goes right.
Absolutely be an elite team. It just hasn't been there on a consistent basis.
Well, their problem is not playing against the best as Forbes knocks down that jump shot. Their problem is
for 2 franchises,
yes.
Seattle and Oklahoma City. Now, we got into this about 5 years ago. Okay? You tried to
San Antonio comes back with an 11-0 run. Westbrook gets inside and lays it up and in. Ginobili inside. Joffrey Laverne cuts it back to 10. Spurs fighting back. Bertans with a steal. 3-on-1. Murray hesitated. Bryn Forbes gets inside. His floater is up and in. Off the bench. Westbrook looks. Finds Paul George. George sneaks inside. Grant has it. Shot is up and good. Anthony. Ginobili whips a pass. Forbes again. Connects on a three. How about Westbrook whips a pass. Grant. That's good. Three-pointer for Grant. For the Thunder bench all season as Westbrook drives and backs it home. Finishing touches for Russ Murray. Forbes. Murray inside. Joffrey Laverne flips it up and in. 21st road loss of the season after 20 consecutive winning here tonight in OKC as the Thunder improved now to 39-29.